believe the summer is actually around the corner, and that means many of us will be heading outdoors into the sun. Exposure to the sun's rays cause 90% of skin cancers, as well as increasing the signs of aging.
All right, layering on the sunscreen can help protect your skin against sun's damaging effects, but there's more to it than that. Here to show us the latest developments in sun protection is dermatologist Dr. Jessica Wu.
How are you? Good morning.
Great to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, so what are the 3 top myths about sunscreen?
Well, the biggest myth about sunscreen is that all sunscreens are created equal. I can't tell you how many of my patients come in to my office after having come back from Hawaii and they say, I put on this sunscreen that I got for $2 at the side of the road and I still got burned, I still got all these brown spots. What happened? I tell them, well, it's because you didn't look for the right ingredients on the label.
Ingredients like what?
Well, you want to look for at least SPF 15, which tells you that it's protecting you against burning, the UVB rays, and you also want to look for UVA protecting ingredients. Not enough just to have a high SPF. That's the other myth. They think a high SPF gives me more protection. It's not. You got to look for UVA ingredients like zinc or titanium, and the newest one, which is called Mexoryl SX. It's found in a product called Anthelios, which is just FDA approved, the first UVA ingredient for sunscreen ingredient approved by the FDA since 1988.
The other myth is I only need to use sunscreen when I'm at the beach or when I'm out on the weekends.
Yes, and that's a myth because even on a cloudy day, we're still getting those UVA rays. In fact, it's going through the car window, it's going through the window of your office, and you're still getting that UVA, which is going to damage your DNA and cause skin cancer and even worse, wrinkles.
I want to go back to that new development because people always want to know the newest and latest technology, especially if it makes us look younger.
Yes.
So talk about this new Mexoryl, you said?
Yes.
Is it available here in the United States?
Yes, it is. It's finally available here in the U.S. It's been available for years and years in Europe, but now it's finally here. It's available at CVS. It's $29, and it's the first sunscreen ingredient that's been approved since 1988.
That's a long time.
Is there a quote-unquote best sunscreen to use? And what about the sun clothing you can wear too? Isn't it?
Well, yes and no. I mean, the best sunscreen ingredient has SPF 15 and protects you from UVA. So those are the 2 things you should look for. Get used to looking for those 2 things on your sunscreen ingredient label. And as far as what's best for you, it depends. If you're a woman, you'll want something that's more moisturizing. If you're a man, like you 3 gentlemen, probably want something that's a lighter lotion or gel that's not going to be real sticky. The UVB protecting clothing is wonderful.
One of the things I always think, okay, if I'm going to do protection, and I think I'm sold on this, is you get what you pay for. But am I too often paying for a name? Is it, does the price really matter?
Well, the answer to that is maybe. The pricier sunscreens usually have fancier bottles, prettier packaging, they smell nice, and a lot of them have antioxidants that will help with wrinkles. But as long as you have those ingredients, SPF 15 and the UVA ingredients like Mexoryl, that'll be enough. If you want to splurge on the other stuff, that's great, but bottom line is look for those ingredients.
I grew up in PS, pre-sunscreen,
Yes.
when we used to put on baby oil to
And the
really...
reflectors.
Yeah, the whole thing. So now, and I've done damage to my skin. I've had things removed from my face and other parts of my body as well. Is there anything we can do to fix the damage that we've caused?
The good news is there are a lot of things. First of all, of course, you want to protect and prevent with the sunscreen and the sun protective clothing, but with lasers and photofacials and chemical peels, there's a whole slew of things that we can do to erase that sun damage.
What about the notion that some sun is good?
Yes, some sun is good. I mean, I like to be tan as much as everyone else, but you only need a couple of minutes a couple times a week to convert the vitamin D in your skin. So most of us, especially here in Southern California, yes, we get far more than that.
Now, this is something that we probably are uncomfortable talking about, but we need to. Sunspots and moles. How can we tell if they're cancerous or not? I have a coworker who just had one removed. Yeah. How do you know when you're overreacting or when you should actually have it checked?
It's scary. Skin cancer is the #1 most common cancer in the U.S. among Americans. Over 1 million cases of skin cancer a year. So it's a big problem. #1 thing I tell my patients is to look for the ABCDs of skin cancer.
Okay.
A means asymmetry. Look for moles that are where one half doesn't look like the other. B, irregular borders. C, black color. D, diameter larger than a pencil eraser.
What about tanning beds, tanning salons?
Tanning beds are an epidemic. In fact,
Direct this answer right to Marcus.
But I use the safe ones.
you've been outed.
Are there safe ones?
They're the ones that say to knock out the UVB or the UVA or whatever. I forget which.
The newer sunbeds are supposedly advertised as safe sunbeds, and it's true that you won't get burned because they knock out the UVB rays, the burning rays, but you're still getting the UVA rays, which actually are the silent killer because they'll go deep in your skin and cause the skin cancer and the wrinkles, and who wants that? So use spray tan.
And quickly, before we run out the door, how about this sun protection pill? You've heard about that. You just pop a pill and it protects you from the sun, yay or nay?
Well, yes or no. There's a new pill called HelioCare that's derived from a South American fern. You take it, it'll give you protection from the damage that the sun does, but it won't protect you from burning. So still need to use your sunscreen.
Dr. Wu is a fabulous lady. We have learned so much from you. Remember UVA and also
SPF 15.
SPF 15 at the minimum. More information on Dr. Wu or any of the products that we've shown you or the A, B, C, and D that you need to know, go to KTLA.com.
Great to have you here. Thanks very much for coming.